Welcome back to the Healing Presence channel. My name is Laurence, and today I just want to share with you my first experience with Peyote, also known under the name of Hikuri. And I had the chance and privilege to sit with a traditional indigenous healer, a true Marakame from the Jalisco region in Sierra Madre in Mexico. And her name is Marakame Tsikurima, also known under the name of Abuelita Cristina. I'll show you a picture, it's just here. And so yeah, I was just doing a little bit of research before entering my first ceremony, and I found out that there was not a lot of testimonials from people from their experience with peyote, so here I am. I'll guide you through the before, during, and after ceremony. So first, I didn't really know what to expect. I was trying to research a little bit, and I was guided by the person who was facilitating it, as well as the Marakame herself. And I was just a little bit worried because I've had a health scare before with my liver and my pancreas. However, I think everything is fine now. And so I was just a little bit nervous. I didn't know what to expect, and I kind of thought that it was going to be like ayahuasca, like you're kind of purging and you have vivid visions. And because there's mescaline in the peyote, there's also a lot of other alkylinizator, such a hard word for French people. And yeah, so the peyote is a cactus that grows in the desert, and the Wixárika people are the guardians of this plant. And every year they do pilgrimage to go to the sacred places and pray for humanity, pray for the rain, so the peyote can keep growing and can keep continuing to be passed down generations. And so it's very, very sacred plant. And so the Marakame came here to Tulum, and she just told me not to worry because, for generations and generations, if not thousands of years, her people have been healing with peyote, healing disease such as like cold, flu, and also digestive issues, as well as, I don't know how to say that in English, but like piedras de reños, like rocks in your, I'll have to write it here. So yeah, her people have been healing with this plant for thousands of years. And she told me not to worry, and she has such a pure and beautiful energy, and I felt very confident into being guided and held by her during the whole ceremony. And so I came to this space a little bit nervous, but really having faith in her wisdom, in her experience, in her energy. So we started and the ceremony at around, I think, 10 p.m. And so peyote, how it works, it's just like, it's a cactus that you either eat or you drink the powder, and it works with a sacred fire. So the fire is an immense part of the ceremony, and you can do offerings during the whole night. So the goal is not to sleep so much, it's just to stay awake and stay in the ceremony space and look at the fire and offer your prayers and your intentions. And also you can do offerings to the fire. And the Marakame sings 5 times during the night, and she comes to heal you with the feather every time. And it's just so beautiful. I came to the ceremony with a very heavy heart. I have never shared that publicly, but I've been going through a relationship that I wasn't aware because I was too invested, but it was abusive emotionally. And recently, a couple months ago, I parted ways with this person, and it just left a big void in my life. And my identity was also kind of intertwined with this person, and also the way I saw my future was also intertwined with this person. So my intention for the ceremony was to kind of let go of all the emotional pain I have endured during too many years, and just keeping the teachings and the most beautiful thing this relationship offered me in the past and made me who I am today in some ways. So when the peyote takes approximately 30 minutes to fully start to, before you start to feel the effect of it. And the effects are very subtle. I started personally with very little medicine just to see how my body would react and to try to feel more safe and grounded within the space. And then I went for many more rounds to really have the full experience. And I just want to say this medicine is so pure, and what it does to you is so subtle. Like, you don't lose consciousness. You are fully aware who you are with, where you are. And however, you don't feel hunger, which is good because you have to fast the day before, and you don't feel so tired. Like, you kind of want to stay awake, and you're just like, whenever you meditate in life, it's like peyote is like a big, long meditation, and it actually enforces your own sense of presence. So you are really grounded into your presence, and just looking at the fire, you get some insights. Some people get vision, and also something that happened is that, especially for the first timers, is that you might get a little bit nauseous. However, nobody puked at the ceremony. So, but I did feel nauseous for most of the night. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful ceremony. I really recommend doing this. However, I really recommend doing this with a traditional Marakame who is a true guardian of the cactus and who has been learning through their ancestors and who have been kind of devoted to the plant for all of their life. Because I don't think it has the same effect on you if you don't do it with a true Marakame. So yeah, so that was the ceremony, and so it lasted for quite a while. At the end, I was starting to be very tired, and I have to admit I slept a little bit. I think I slept through 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. or something. Or I don't know, you kind of lose track of time, and I just tried to stay awake for as long as I could, and sometimes I would just like close my eyes and I would have these amazing visions with pure colors, like very flashy colors. And it's like as if where the light was coming through my eyes, I could see colors. It was really, really beautiful. And yeah, so then the ceremony ended we just gathered all together, and we were able to eat finally, because what I didn't say is that in the beginning, when you go to a peyote ceremony, it is recommended that you fast. So the day before, I only ate like a bowl of yogurt with fruits. I had some juice, like natural juice, fresh cold pressed juice, and a little bit of fruit, and I stopped eating at like 3 or 4 p.m. And so I was really hungry before coming to the ceremony, and then the next day I was like, I need to eat. So we did have some fruit on the altar, and everybody shared the fruits and shared about their experience, and we stayed together until 9:30, something like that. And and then it was time to go home, and I was just really tired. I wanted to sleep, so I did, and I really took the day to be with myself and be gentle with myself, have some nourishing, light food to just acclimate my stomach with food again. And then today is 24 hours after the ceremony, and guys, I cannot explain I cannot explain how I feel right now. I will try my best. But I woke up this morning and just did my routine. I lit up my candles, and this is my ceremony candle that you need to lit up 5 days after the ceremony. And I just felt so grounded into my own state of presence. Like my meditation, I was even more present than what I used to be, and I hope that it stays forever. I mean, and then also, you know, I had still some uncomfort sometimes in the past weeks with around my liver, and I feel nothing. Like I feel so healthy, and I feel like, I mean, I share this? I don't know. Like my body odor is like more neutral, which is very like relevant because it tells a lot about how my digestive and liver system and the clearing organs, how purified they have been with the medicine, because the peyote alkalize all of your body, and it kind of goes through your body and it scans whenever you need to heal, release, restore, and is a very intelligent plant. And so, yeah, I just felt clear-minded, I felt at peace, I felt filled with love and beauty, and yeah, just very grounded into who I am. And I feel like the emotional burden that I had is kind of released, where I don't feel it and I don't think about it so much, and I'm like, I have gained so much clarity about what it is I am here to do and how I should present myself, and how I should present myself, and just how I should be, and is very beautiful medicine. So yeah, and if you are watching until then, we are offering actually a retreat here in Tulum in November, from November 18th to 23rd, a 5-day ceremonial retreat with ancestral wisdom immersed in the jungle of Tulum with a private cenote. And we will have the chance to receive a peyote ceremony from Marakame Tsikurima, Abuelita Cristina. And so if you wish to join, you can go on the website to get a little bit more information about the retreat. And the link will be in the description below. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for this experience. I started being scared, and you know, we're much stronger than we think, and there is so much life has to offer. And you know, our worst enemy is ourselves. It's our mind and our limitations. And I'll forever be grateful for the space this Marakame Tsikurima held for us with such pure intentions and unconditional love that I still feel today. So yeah, if you feel called to do a ceremony of peyote, I please recommend you to do it with a traditional Marakame, especially if this is your first experience. There are also the Lakotas who work with the peyote, but yeah, just make sure you do it with an indigenous facilitator. It's so important. They are still here, and I hope they will be here forever, but they are still here, and they are such great teachers, and they have been, you know, passing down the traditions for thousands of years. So I truly recommend doing this experience. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, or you can contact me directly on Instagram or on my website. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Take care of yourself.